Hari Om. Let's start. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, sloka 34 onwards. 24. Chanchala hi mana Krishna mati balabhadrudam prasyaham nigraham manne vayo jiva suduttaram. Sloka 35. Sri Bhagavan uvacha sansayam mahabaho मनोदुर्निग्रहं चलम् व्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते. 36. असंशयात्मका योगो दुष्प्राप्य इति मे स्मृति वश्यात्मना तु यतता प्राप्तुमुपायतः. 37. अर्जुन उवाच मानस अप्राप्य योग संसिद्धिं काम गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति अयति सदयोपेतो चलित मानसः अप्राप्य योग संसिद्धिं काम गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति. हरि ओम. Sorry for the delay. But today is an auspicious day of Ratha Yatra. So I thought we will be busy. We are also tired out. Many people watching Ratha Yatra live on the TV also. Ratha Yatra, the car festival of Lord Jagannath, has so many unknown, normally not known facts about it. I just share with you some of them. Lord Jagannath is the Lord of the universe. And he is not considered, he is Param Brahma. Param Brahma means what? He is the Supreme Lord, Supreme Brahman. That means he is Nirguna Nirakara Brahman. But at the same time, he has manifested as Saguna Sakara Brahman. Must understand this. Okay? So we are looking at both. As Advaita Vedanta students, we must understand same Bhagavan is a Nirguna Nirakara Brahman and manifested as Saguna Sakara Brahman. And then what has happened? To reinforce the idea of Brahman, there is a story behind it, which is of all of us must be knowing how some Brahma Padartha, some stuff called Brahma, is really inside the Murti. So the story of, it is linked. The story is linked to Krishna Mahaprabhu's, Krishna's death by the arrow of Jarasavara. Are you able to connect it? What I'm telling? Any of you? You are doing, obviously you'll do. The Madhuji, are able to understand this? Madhuji. Okay. Kavita? Okay. See, the story is that when Krishna was hit by the arrow of Jarasavara, so he was, obviously he died there. So his body was cremated by fire. That means you have put it to rest in the fire. But his heart did not burn. Krishna's heart did not burn. So they threw it in the sea. Then Jarasavara, he was very, but he was very, what do you call, disturbed by the turn of events. So he followed where he is going. So it is said in the Sarala Mahabharata, there is a Odia Mahabharata in Odisha. There is another Mahabharata in the linguistic language of Odia. That is Sarala Mahabharata by Kavi Sarala. So it is mentioned that this heart floated in the sea, and finally Jarasavar followed it. And finally, he could retrieve it in the coast of Puri. Now it goes beyond my imagination how it came to Puri also. But it is a story. Then after he retrieving, what he did, he took it. He was a suburb. That means he's a tribal person. And that time it was all jungles. In Puri, near Puri also, it was all dense forest. He took it to the forest and kept in a cave and he started worshipping. He not only worshipped, but also for many generations, maybe many centuries. The time gap is not known. So they continue to worship that heart of Krishna. They call it a blue stone. So it was going on. Then the time came when King Indradumna of Kalinga that time. So he found, and he dreamt that he should build a temple, and then he built the temple. But at that time he did not have the dream that where the idol, which idol will come, Krishna, Rama, or Hanuman, or what idol will come, he did not know. So again he went to meditation, and he could find out that the um, the idol or the vigraha will be found in it has already arrived in Uktal, and you will find it. So you try to find where it is. So he sent some emissaries, So सबको भेजा इधर उधर करके. So after that, finally, when he sent everybody, he found then there was sent the Vishwavasu. He went to the jungle. Then he married the daughter of the chieftain, that Vidyapati. Because Vidyapati told him that the Krishna's heart is there, and because every morning her father used to go and worship the heart of Krishna and the blue stone. So he found out that this is the Krishna's heart, and it is because that is the order was given by king, that he will not disclose to anybody. So finally, then he went there. On the way, he put one day he requested that I must go and see what we were doing. So they were not agreeing to show him the path. Then he took some mustard seeds and put on the way, and all that story is there. Okay, finally, what is the fact is that he brought that blue stone to Puri to give to the king. Then the king also, there a long story is there. Let's not go so much. Finally, they made that. Then they found the Daru Brahma also floating in the water. Then they brought the bread. Finally, what they did is they put the heart of that blue stone inside the Daru Brahma. So that is what the Brahma Padartha is. And even today, they transfer that heart, Daru Brahma, by blindfolding the priest who does that, and put the cloth he cannot touch, feel, see. Then they transfer all that is going on. So these are all the stories for that. But the fact remains that this is a this is the Jagannath is not only a god. You are not doing only puja. It's a culture. Is there. Culture means what? Everything is interwoven around. So when Jagannath is there in the people, the wise people, the Jnani people, they will know him by Jnana. They will know him as Nirguna Nirakara. But the people, the common, Jagannath is not for, is for everybody. So he also satisfied the imagination of the common people. So he comes down, that is the tradition. He comes to the street and Ratha Yatra and all that, that is going on now. The philosophy wise, it's a synthesis of all the philosophies of India. No other temple will have this. See, Advaita Vedanta is the mainstream in Jagannath. And this holy place has been blessed by many saints. Many saints means Advaita Vedanta. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has gone there and he established. I'll tell you a little more on that. Then what happens? Other saints also have visited, like Ramanujam, Vichishta Vedanta. He also has come and he tried to blend the thought process, the rituals of the temple to make it more of a Vishishta Vedanta. That means Bhagavan is there, but it's not Advaita. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he made his home there. From Nadia he came down, but he stayed there and he propagated Bhakti culture, Gaudiya Vaishnava culture. Okay. And then he went around the whole of Odisha and also he went to South India. Everywhere he went to propagate his way of reaching out to Bhagavan through the through this bhajan kirtan jo karte hain. So what I have to say is that Bhagavan may be without ears, without hand, without legs, but he walks. He hears. He listens. He sees everything. He chakadora. He has big eyes. Chakadora. But the eyes have no lids. That means all the time he is watching whatever is happening. So, and he is all knowing also. Even without the physical form, what we see, it is not there. Without legs, he is walking. Without hands, he is working. And he is Patita Pavan. He is the redeemer of the fallen people. The downtrodden people he lifts up because he is known as Patita. Everybody praise him. I am the Patita. I have fallen down and please lift me up. So that's why he is the God of the common people also. So it is a synthesis. All the thoughts process, all the philosophies, all the faiths of India has been put together because it has evolved over a time period of time to develop that Sanskriti, a culture. Nowhere else Bhagavan is worshipped as this. Not only shape, size, and form of the Bhagavan, but also you see, you'll find Krishna, Lakshmi and Lakshmi Narayan or Radha Krishna, like that, But nowhere you'll find a brother and sister being prayed together. Isn't it? There you have Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra. Okay. So this is the uniqueness. And I'll tell you, it is not only this known philosophies of Hindu culture, but also Jainas also have their contribution to it. The Buddhists have the contribution to it. The Tantrics have contribution. Even the tribals also, some of their customs also followed there. So this is a very, very synthesized culture that has woven around Jagannath Sanskriti. You'll be surprised to know. See, normally we see that uh, temples of India were invaded and looted, plundered, and destroyed by the invaders, right? But like, for example, Somnath temple, it was invaded 17 times. Yes or no? Plundered and broken, and then Ahilyabai, she constructed the temple side by side, and then another temple is also constructed. So that is that. But other temples, at least that is existing now. But other temples were um, broken up, and then masjids were erected over the temples. So all these things have happened. And you will think how Jagannath temple is continuing. Jagannath temple is continuing, no? It's still
Which,
there, Jagannath is. It's
which,
still there.
which
What do you say?
temple? Which temple?
I'm talking about Jagannath temple in Puri.
Okay. Okay.
अभी तक है ना? It is not
Ah,
broken.
okay.
So, but then don't say that. Don't think that it was not invaded. Jagannath temple has been invaded by the outsiders 18 times, more than Somnath temple. It has been plundered. It has a Ratna Bhandara which has been emptied out. And Jagannath, the God himself, was not safe. So these 18 times, God has the people, the king, and the Sevayats, and all the soldiers around, pikers they call, they saved the deity somehow or the other. Sometimes they took to the jungle, sometimes they floated on the Chilka, that nearby lake. So sometimes they took to buried it under the soil. So all these things have happened, and this is 18 times. Okay. Now comes Bhagavan Shankaracharya. So he was a great Messiah. So recently I had been to Badrinath. No, same thing had happened. When he went there, the temple was broken and the idol was put in the river. Through his intense meditation, he could find out that the idol is merged in water in that place, particular Narada Narada Kunda in that Alkananda river. Same way, when he came to Puri, he did not go to Puri. He went to another place called Jajpur. And he called and the king came to see him with his troops and ministers. So when he came there, he asked about Jagannath, where is Jagannath is there, what Bhagavan kidhar. Because he had got the order. They say Vedavyas personally had instructed him to reinstate Jagannath in the temple. See, these things you will not get at many places. Bhagavan Vedavyas had instructed Shankar to reinstate the idol of Jagannath in the temple. He came and so he asked. So Jajati Kesari was the king. So he came there with his ministers. He said, I don't know why the Murti is there. You say Murti is there, but I don't know where it is. Because for a long period, the Murti was taken out and buried underground. Okay. So the king sent out people, where is it gone, when it was gone, where it buried. So he tried to find out. So then some people said that some village in Sonpur, Suvarnapur that we have now. So there the idols have been buried underground. So they proceeded there. Finally, first thing is that they did a yajna in Jashpur, and then all of them, the king and the troops and the Sankara and his followers, all of them proceeded to Sonpur, another place. There also they did not know where to find. But some people recollected that their forefathers were telling that the idol is buried underground, and after that they had planted a banyan tree over it. That banyan tree has become very big now. The banyan tree has spread out, and many branches and the sub branches are there, but they are worshipping that banyan tree as Bhagavan. Diya Baragasha Kari say worship person. Diya Baragasha. So then they were sure that this is the place. They cut the tree and then they excavated the idol from the ground. But then when they examined the idol was there, because it's a wooden idol. Okay. Then they found that there are insects have already damaged the Brahma Padartha there. What they call Brahma Padartha damaged, something was damaged. Because that blue stone was actually, they put something, the coverings, all that they put, no. So then Shankaracharya sent his emissary to Nepal. The king of Nepal, he sent emissary, his name is Bharati Acharya. He sent the emissary to Nepal. The king of Nepal, he was a Hindu king, so he cooperated and he gave him some lively salagrams, from the riverbed of Ganduki River. The salagrams are faced from Ganduki River. So from there, he sent some lively. I don't know what is the lively means. That it was brought to there, and then it was reinstated in the trunk of the idols. Then they took again. There was a what you call dream, or through meditation. They came to know. They took the permission of Bhagavan Jagannath to come back to Puri and reinstate the idols. So, these are little known facts about this Jagannath. The king of Nepal, he was given a privilege of coming to Puri anytime. When he comes, the mandir will be empty, and he will come with his troops with a umbrella and go inside with his queen also. And he was given some title there, Patta Mahanayak Karge, and all that was done. That time, it was all established. Shankaracharya established this matha. You know that. Govardhan Pith. And Padmapadacharya was the first Acharya there. So, in Puri Mandira, on the Ratna Abedi, Shankaracharya's Pratima and Padmapadacharya's Pratima was being worshipped from that day onwards for a long time. But later on, when this Vaishnavites came, Sri Chaitanya came in the later years. So they objected to it, and these pratimas were taken out and put in Lakshmi Mandira. And so that much of what you call importance was given to Bhagavan Shankaracharya. So Puri Mandira and Advaita Vedanta and Bhagavan Shankaracharya are interlinked. In fact, even at that time only, Shankaracharya was given a edict by the Raja that he is the Maha Adhinayaka, he is the Dharma Setu, and he is also Siddhantaka. Siddhantaka means he will preside over the Mukti Mandapa. If there is a debate, if there is a up to the truth or the Shastras, the Shankaracharya or the local Shankaracharya, that Adi Shankaracharya or the local Shankaracharya, he will be the judge. So that much of prominence was given. And what I saw in Badrinath also, the Shankaracharya of that place also given that prominence. He goes into the temple first and sits in the first row and all that, And Shankaracharya's murti also is there in the temple complex. Okay. So you imagine the importance of Bhagavan Shankaracharya in this. What is striking me, what to know, that after the consecration of the idols in Puri on the temple, there is a Shankaracharya observed on Arati. Bhagavan's Arati hota hai udhar. So after he observed that, he recited a song. Impromptu. There only he recited a song, a prayer to Lord Jagannath, which we call Jagannath Ashtakam. Kadachit kalindi tata vipina sangita karavu mudavir nari pada kamala swada madhupa brahma sambur brahma marapati ganesarchita padu Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatume. Jagannatha Swami, you are the Lord. Nayana Pathagami. Nayana means my eyes, Patha means path, Gami means move. That means you move on my path. That means you be present on my path always. And by present means it's a prayer. That means the presence of the Lord should prevail all the time on the path I take. Bhavatu me. I should get that. So it's a beautiful Ashtakam. That also gives a Ratharudho Gachan Patimilita Bhudeva Patale. That means it is also, he mentions about the Rathayatras. Which means that before Shankaracharya's arrival, Rathayatra was also going on. See how important you see. Before Shankaracharya's arrival, Rathayatra also going on. What's more, that Ashtapadi relates Bhagavan Jagannath to Krishna ji. How he says that you are famous for your leelas in Vrindavan. He said, you are famous for your leelas in Vrindavan. Same Krishna is here. This is what he wants to mean. So over a period of time, that Matha is there, that Pitha is there, Shankaracharya is there, so many, I mean, over generations, so many Shankaracharyas have come and gone. The present Shankaracharya is there, and the tradition continues. In Puri also, he is the first Pujaka. Shankaracharya is the first Pujaka. He is the judge of the Mukti Mandap, where the discussion takes place, the what is right, what is wrong takes place. Okay. Now comes other saints. As I told you, the Puri, the Jagannath culture is fully is a synthesis of all faiths. So when Ramanujacharya came, Sri Ramanujacharya, he is from he propagated Vishishta Advaita Vedanta. So in that he came to Puri in also 1107 to 1117, and see, you must understand that Chodaganga Deva also was influenced, and he was also a Sakta, not means he's a Shiva Puja, but then he changed his stance into Vaishnava because of the presence of Ramanujacharya there. But he could not do much because by the time the sevaks, the pandas of Puri were so so much ritually oriented that they did not change so much. Then, of course, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. One fact I will tell you, all of you should understand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in Navadvip, in Bengal, right? He took sannyasa from a saint named Kesava. He is the monk of the Bharati order of Shankar only. Shankaracharya made that Dasa, 10 cadres of saints. So Bharati order, that means when they say, like we say, Swami Swanso Puri or Swami Swanso Saraswati, these are some orders. So that order, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also from Bharati order, which was started by Shankar only. So his mother told him to come to Puri. And in Puri, he stayed and he spread the culture of Gaudiya Vaishnava culture. He went and, prayed a lot of things, and this kirtan and bhajan and all that went on. He went from village to village and spread it. The whole Odisha became a Vaishnava culture. And the people say that because of that, I think it was Pratap Rudra's time. Because of that, it is the strength of Odisha went down and it was invaded, and Pratap Rudra was he lost his war. Anyway, we also have the visitors of Madhavacharya. Madhavacharya is Dvaitavadi. He's from Udupi. He's Dvaitavadi. Dvaitavadi means, the Dvaita. So, and then Nimbakacharya, he's another this thing. Guru Nanak also visited Puri. Guru Nanak visited in 1506, and he preached the universal love and sympathy there. Then he has also established Matha, Mangu Matha, Bauli Matha. These were given by Gajapati Maharaj himself to Nanakji. In fact, the Mahanta of that Matha is interested with some puja in the temple also, even though there are 6. So there is some particular puja called Mayurapanchi Seva. So these 6 can do that. Then we have, Jayadev Gita Govinda he has composed. He was also present there. And there is a tradition that every evening Bhaja Govindam is chanted inside the temple. And Bhaja Govindam is Krishna Radha tradition, isn't it? The best part is This is the time when Panchasakhas of Odisha, the saints, 5 saints in Odisha were active and active with the Puri only. So Balaram Das was there. Balaram Das was, he has, I mean, it is not only the saintly things, it is also their scholars. He had composed something called Vedanta Sara Gupta Gita. Vedanta Sara Gupta Gita. And he was a great Bhakta also. And there is a story that something happened and he was miffed and he went away. We were not allowed into the chariot, to drive. Then he went to the seashore and he made a chariot in the sand. Then Nandi Ghosh did not move. The chariot of Bhagavan did not move. Then somehow they found out the Swapnavaya Tisko, they brought back Bhagavan told the Panda that Balaram Das is there in the seashore. Only when he comes, Nandi goes will move. So that is the Leela of Bhagavan. Same way Jagannath Das also. He was the resident of Puri. And all these have taken Diksha from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are all, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a great scholar, he has made so much of popularity of Gaudiya Vaishnava culture. So, Jagannath Das was conferred Ati Badi Jagannath Das. We say, no, Ati Badi Jagannath Das. Who was given this name? It was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, and they became so, and he has composed this Bhagavad, Odiya Bhagavata, and he himself considered to be the incarnation of Radha. It is so and so that he was Radha and the gopis used to come to his place also. If the complaint went to the king, so they said, "What is this going on? This is not the right thing." He said, "I am Radha." You listen to this Leela. Huh? He said, "I am Radha." Then the time came when he proved, when they came to check that this Jagannath Das was in the form of a lady. Then he said, I can breastfeed anybody who wants to come. I will breastfeed him or her. Then the story is that this Shisu Ananta, he breastfed the Shisu Ananta. That Ananda means Bhagavan. Same Bhagavan he breastfed, and he was in the form of a woman. But actually he was a man. He was considering himself to be Radha. Okay. Then we have Achyutanandas, Pancha Sakha, no? Achyutanandas, whose ashram is there in Nemal now, Nemalamata. He was also a Shishya of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he has written this. He has written the Malika. Apart from that, he has written some other texts also. But Malika is famous because he has predicted the future. Then we have Jaswant Das. This Das comes from where? It comes as a Vaishnava culture. Whoever has taken that Diksha, so he becomes a Das. Das means is a Sevaka. So this Jaswant Das was from Adanga. There's a Adanga Gada is there is Sasana near my village. So he has also composed, in Sanskrit also he has composed. And Shiva Sarvodaya Karke, Kirtani Shishu Ananta. So these are the 5 Panchasakhas of Odisha. Apart from, we have Bhakta Salabeg also. He was a Muslim. Actually, the story is that his mother was Brahmin and his father was Afghan or something like that. So he was a Muslim. He was not allowed inside, but he was very a bhakta of Jagannath Ji. So he has a lot of he has composed a lot of poems, and which is being chanted now also. So this is the I'll tell you. There is one another saint called Sridhar Swami. Sridhar Swami. See, he was a saint from Puri. Not Puri means he was born in Baleswar, in Remuna in Baleswar, but he stayed in Puri. He has composed authentic scholarly work, a commentary on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, a commentary on Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana, which is considered very high level in the scholars in the so it was tested by the Pandits of Puri as well as the Pandits of Kashi. Understand? No? So to that level of scholarly presence was there in Puri. He is Sridhar Swami. Actually, if you look up in this thing, Sridhar Swami's Bhagavata, very costly. It cost you some more than 10,000-12,000. But very authentic. Okay. So apart from that, Kabir Das also came. When Sant Kabir came, actually there was a story that the sea was very near the temple. Sea water was coming into the temple. So what to do? The king, the Gajapati, he prayed Bhagavan, he meditated. So he had a dream that you call Sant Kabir and he can do something. So the emissary was sent to Kabir and the Kabir came here and he was interested in the work. And finally, that sea receded. Presently, what you see is still little away. So that is because of Sant Kabir. So as a reward, he was given some place. So there is a place called Kabir Chaura, and they have made a matha there. And in that matha, they give tanka torani, the water and rice put together. And they say that if somebody takes this, he gets cured of many diseases. But this is Kabir Math. Okay. We have heard the Leela of Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela we see, Radha Govinda, we will see the Leela in many places. So if you go to Vrindavan, everywhere the Leela is contained. But the Leela is Krishna's part of the life only, isn't it? It is the Leela only up to what age? Some 12 or 13 age of Krishna. So that's Gopil Leela Jogod. After that, he left Vrindavan, no? So the Leela was not thereafter. But here, Bhagavan Jagannath, he has done the Leela in his adult form also, as he is. We have heard that Ahalya it was a stone and then Bhagavan Sri Ram put his feet and he became liberated. We have also seen that Sabari tasting the fruits and giving to Sri Ram. They are all Leelas for Bhagavan, isn't it? We have a big Leela went on in relation to Jagannath. Okay. He took part in fighting also. See, once the Gajapati Maharaj, he went horse riding and he went south. He saw and up to Kanchi. He saw a beautiful girl, the lady, the princess of Kanchi, Padmavati, and he proposed to marry. They agreed. But he sent the king of Kanchi, he sent his minister to check who is this person and what he's doing. And he came during the Rath Yatra. He saw that king is sweeping the road. So he reported back that the king is a sweeper. So how can you give your daughter there? So they refused. Then we have what to do. The king again did meditation. Then he got the dream that he should conquer the kingdom. Kanchi, you know, where south, Kanchipuram. He took a Sena to, he wanted to invade that kingdom. And all of us know that is called Kanchi Avya. The Bhagavan Jagannath and Balabhadra, they rode on horses, white and black horses, and they were the first people, first soldiers to go. The evidence is that on the way they took some dahi from Manika Gaudini, the seller of that dahi, and they said, "We don't have money. We don't carry money. You can take our rings." Kept the rings as pawn, and then they went ahead. And that later on, when the Raja came, and he saw, and actually the Bhagavan's rings are there, the diamond rings. So they knew that Bhagavan and Jagannath and Balabhadra, they are actually assisting them for invasion. So this is the Leela of Bhagavan. Finally, they conquered the Kanchi and they brought the princess, and they finally married during Rath Yatra. So these are the multifacets of Lord Jagannath, from Nirguna Nirakara Bhagavan to Saguna Sakara Bhagavan. So the Lord of the universe, he manifests in different forms, but he is without form. Nirakara means one, no akara, no form, but he manifests in a different form. And he also, not only for the learned people, for the Jnanis, he is also for the common people, because they are also Bhagavan. But the Bhagavan Sansa is there everywhere. So that he inspires millions of people in the world. Not only in Puri, not only in India, throughout the world, millions of people are inspired. So we all are spellbound by the infinite compassion that he shows towards the downtrodden, for the common man. And that is the value of Rath Yatra, which I wanted to share with you on this auspicious day of Rath Yatra. There are much more information, much more stories are there. Some of them may not be correct, but it is a fact that it is a synthesis. All the faiths have been melted into one pot, and that is called Jagannath culture, Jagannath Sanskriti, which all of us are part of it now, knowingly or unknowingly. I think with this, we'll keep our sixth chapter in abeyance for the next time. Thank you.